32 grand is what you're gonna get if you double all the way through the money cards, including the big bet on Contstruction. This is the game where a single turn of the cards can win you up to $32,000 in cash. Now, here's your host, the star of Card Sharks, Brandon Scrub. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Card Sharks right here at MVG Productions. Glad to have you with us. On our last episode, we crowned a brand new champion who did pretty well in 2 trips to the money cards. He's back with us again tonight and to see if he can add to his winnings. So let's meet our contestants now for our first game. Including our returning champion whose 2-game cash winnings now total $10,050. We've got Justin. Justin, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
Have you had any thoughts about what you're doing with the money you've won so far?
Nope.
Well, let's see if you can add to your winnings, and then maybe you have an even harder decision ahead of you. So good luck here to you. And taking on Justin in our first game here on Card Sharks, we have Kevin. Kevin, welcome back.
Good to be back, Brandon.
Yeah, last time we saw Kevin made his debut here on the show, and he did pretty well for himself, running up the leaderboard fairly quickly. Are you ready to see if you can take that championship crown for yourself again?
Oh, let's bring it on.
All right, well, you guys know how the game works. Again, it takes 2 games to win the match. Winner goes on the money cards for a shot at up to $32,000 in cash. And let's get right to it with our opening game here, with our first question to our champion, Justin. Justin, we asked one of the people, would you rather be loved by everyone because of your good looks, or be loved by everyone because of your intelligence? How many of 100 people said they'd rather be loved because of their good looks? 50, right up the middle there. All right, Kevin, higher or lower than 50?
Lower.
Gonna go lower than that. Of course, of course, the answer is lower. Kevin will play his cards first. If it's not lower, Justin will play his cards first. The actual number of people who would rather be loved because of their good looks versus being loved, being loved because of their intelligence is 67. It is not lower. All right, so that means, Justin, you're going to get first crack at your card. So let's take a look at your base card for this opening round of Card Sharks. It is an 8.
Change it.
All right, changing the 8 with the next card off the top of the deck. That 8 now becomes a deuce.
Higher.
Higher than the deuce. It's a 7.
Freeze it.
Freezing there, taking the 1 card advantage early in this matchup. Go to question number 2. This one goes to you, Kevin. Kevin, we asked 100 people. Would you rather have a cat-sized lion or a lion-sized cat? How many of 100 people said they'd rather own a lion-sized cat?
I'd like to know what a lion-sized cat looks like. How about 35?
35 out of 100 said they'd rather have a lion-sized cat. Lower than 35, Justin.
Higher.
Go even higher than that. All right, the actual number of people who would rather have a lion-sized cat versus a cat-sized lion is 47. It is higher. All right, Justin, you get control of the cards again. You've got that 7.
Brandon. I can't hear you either, Brandon.
All right, Justin, you got control. You've got the 7.
Change it.
All right, changing that 7 with the next card off the
Another two.
off the top of the deck. That 7 now becomes a 6.
Another 2. Meh. Higher.
Let's say higher than the 6. An ace.
Lower.
Lower than the ace. It's an 8.
Freeze.
I'm going to freeze it right there, needing just 1 more card in order to win game number 1 of the matchup here. We go into question number 3. This one goes to our champion, Justin. Justin, we asked 100 people, would you rather drive an expensive car that only has 200 horsepower, or drive an inexpensive car, or a cheap car, with 800 horsepower? How many of 100 people said they'd rather drive the expensive car with just 200 horsepower?
70.
70 out of 100 said they'd rather drive the expensive car with 200 horsepower. Kevin, higher or lower than 70?
I would go lower than that.
I'll say even lower than that.
Yes, sir.
I'm interested to see what this one is myself. The actual number of people who rather drive an expensive car with 200 horsepower versus a cheap car with 800 horsepower is 42. It is definitely lower.
All right.
All right, Kevin, you get your first crack at the cards here on this episode. Let's take a look at your base card, which is going to be a queen.
Lower.
Lower than the queen. A jack.
Lower again.
Lower than the jack. A 7.
Higher.
Risking it higher than the 7. A king.
Lower.
For game 1 of the match and a $500 bonus. Lower than the king. He's done it. Game 1.
That's not good.
Well, swept the board there. Gets him $500 for sweeping the board, plus $250 for winning the round. Kevin's in the lead with $750 and 1-0 over the champ, Justin. Let's deal out those cards for game number 2. And we will see if our champion can get back in here as we go to question number 1. This one goes to Kevin.
All right.
Kevin, we asked on the people. Would you rather have unlimited amount of money or be able to live forever? How many of 100 people said they want to live forever?
I believe that all the money in the world cannot buy happiness. I tend to lean towards living, rather living forever. I mean, life is much more important than money. With that said, I'll say 65. 65.
All right, 65 out of 100 said they'd rather live forever. Justin, higher or lower than 65?
Lower.
That's even lower than that. Actual number of people who would rather live forever versus having the unlimited amount of money is 42. It is lower.
42 again. Wow.
Interesting surveys here on this one. All right, Justin, you get control. You need this game to tie up the match. You'll start with a base card this time of a 4. Higher than a 4. It's an 8 right up the middle.
I hate you, 8. Freeze.
Please do not risk it. Taking the 1 card advantage, keeping Kevin away from his cards. As we go to question 2, this one goes to you, Justin. Justin, we asked 100 people.
You will not go out.
Would you rather only be able to wear your favorite color?
Before I
How many people
No.
said
Why is it because I couldn't hear you over age?
I'm sorry, I muted him there for a second. All right, we asked 100 people once again. Would you rather be able to wear only your favorite color or never be able to wear your favorite color? How many of 100 people said they'd rather only be able to wear their favorite color?
I'll be able to wear my favorite color, which is green. 42.
1,400 said they'd rather wear their favorite color. Kevin, higher or lower? 2.
I'll say higher.
All right. And you said higher?
Yes.
Okay, the actual number of people who would rather wear only their favorite color versus never being able to wear their favorite color is 59. It is higher.
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. All right, Kevin, you get control of your cards this time. Your base card for this second game, a queen.
Let's go lower.
Lower than the queen. It's a 4. Come on, higher than the 4. A 7 right up the middle.
Let's freeze.
Freeze right there. Needing just 2 more cards to win the game and the match. We go to question number 3 now. This round goes to Kevin. Kevin, we asked 100 people. What kind of precipitation would you rather see fall in your area all the time? Rain or snow? How many of 100 people said they'd rather deal with just rain falling all the time?
Well, that would be me. I would much rather rain snow any day, especially when you consider the profession I've been in for the last 12 years. But I also know that people love the snow, especially during time Christmas particularly. My mother, God rest her soul, was one. So I'm going to do against what I believe.
What was that number?
40.
Okay, 40 out of 100 said they'd rather deal with rain all the time versus snow. Justin, higher or lower than 40?
Higher.
Go higher than that. Let's see, the actual number of people who would rather deal with rain all the time versus snow all the time is 36. It is not higher.
Wow.
Kevin,
Wow, boy.
yeah, Kevin, very close on his guess there. All right, Kevin, you got control of the cards. You've got that 7.
Let's get rid of that 7, please.
All right.
Change it.
7 gets the next card off the top of the deck. That 7 now becomes a jack.
All right, that's a little better. Let's go lower.
Hold on, lower than the jack. A 5.
Let's do it higher.
For the game and the match, higher than a 5. It's a K's done, and we got a new champion.
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations, Kevin. You are the new champion here at Card Sharks. You got yourself $1,000, and you're going on to play the bonus round here in just a moment. Justin, you did a pretty good job here on the show, sir. You're not leaving here empty-handed by any means. You take with you on this run here on Card Sharks $10,050 with our congratulations. And we'll have you back for another episode.
Yeah.
Well, good job to you. Yeah, you'll get your opportunity, Justin. I have no doubt about that in my mind. But for that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break of the show. When we come back, Kevin's going to take a shot at the money card, see if he can take home $32,000, and we will do that right after this. So stay with us here on Card Sharks. And welcome back to Card Sharks here with our new champion, Kevin. He's got himself $1,000. You get to take on the money. You know how this works, Kevin. We start you off with $200 in betting money, work your way across the bottom row to get up the second row where you get an additional $400. Again, minimum bets of $50 and $50 increments until you get to the top row where you get to the big bet where you must bet at least half your money. You can go perfect double, 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 all the way to the top of the board. That is going to get you $32,000 in cash. And if to help you along the way, we'll do out 3 cards on the side of the board, which you can change 1 card on each level of the money cards, all right? So good luck to you. I'm going to steal out those cards. Here's $200 in bet money. There it is, and your opening base card for this round of money cards is a 10.
Number 3.
You changed to number 3, you said?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah, forgive us. There's some lag coming in through our Discord call tonight. We're going to change that 10 with the next card off the top of the deck. The 10 now becomes a 3. What do you say, Kevin? You got a 3.
Let's go a little bit higher.
Betting the farm, $200. Want to see anything higher than a 3? It's an 8. Doubled up $400 now, and an 8.
Well, I'm not going to 32 today, so let's go $50 lower.
All right, $50 lower than the 8. It's a 2. You could have. You had an opportunity.
I'm not going to hold Hey, come on. Look at that.
All right, call it from the 2.
All of it higher.
All right, 200 off. All of it, $450. Going higher than the 2. Yes, it's a queen. You got $900. We're going to move that queen up to our next row where you give you additional $400 in betting money. Get you $1,300 now and that queen.
Let's go $1,200 lower.
Big bet on the queen. $1,200. Lower than the queen. Another 8 right up the middle. And an 8.
Can I change it with number 2, please?
Which one?
Number 2,
Okay,
please.
there we go. Changing it with number 2. That 8 now becomes another queen.
All right. Let's go. I haven't seen any kings or aces, so let's be conservative. Let's go 1,000 lower.
Okay, betting $1,000. Lower than the queen. It's a 4. Up to $3,500 now at a 4.
Okay, there's only 6 cards in the deck to get perfect, so let's go 3,000 higher.
Big bet on this one. $3,000. Higher than the 4. No, it's a 3. Ugh. Not the card we wanted to see there, but you still got some money left. You got $500. We're going to move that 3 up to the big bet. And it's big bet time. You must bet at least $250 on this one.
All of it high.
All right, let's finish strong here. For $1,000, all of it higher than the 3. And ace, there we go.
There we go. Yes, sir. Had to go with the odds.
Unfortunately, got a back card with the 3 there, but you finished with $1,000. After the other $1,000 you had in the upfront game, you got yourself $2,000. You're the reigning champion here on Card Sharks. With that, we're going to take a quick commercial break, folks. When we come back, we have another round of Card Sharks right after this. Stay tuned. And welcome back to Card Sharks here with our new champion, Kevin. He's got himself $2,000, ready to take on his next opponent. So let's meet him now. Playing against you in our second game here at Card Sharks, we've got AJ. AJ, welcome back.
Hi. Hey, Brandon.
Good to see you again, sir. Are you ready to tackle the cards?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you both. Got a great game, 2 good players here on Card Sharks. Let's get things started off with game number 2, starting with the first question to our champion, Kevin. Kevin, we asked 100 people on this one. It's actually a question we've had recently, but we're bringing it back again because it's always a good one. Because we actually asked 100 different people this time. We actually asked 100. We asked 100 teenage parents this question here. 100 teenage parents. Would you rather have a baby boy or a baby girl? How many of 100 teenage parents said they'd rather have a baby boy?
Well, I can't put any logic to that one because I don't know if we asked teenage boys or teenage girls, so I'm going to go right in the middle and say 50.
All right, 50 right up the middle there. All right, AJ, higher or lower than 50?
How many teenage parents for boys, you asked?
Yes.
Let's go a little bit higher.
A little bit higher than that. All right, the actual number of teenage parents who prefer or rather have a baby boy versus a baby girl is 59. It is a little higher. All right, AJ, let's take a look at your base card for this opening here in Card Shark. You start with a 5.
Can I change that
Again,
card?
you want a question, you get the right to change it. That 5 now becomes a 7. A little bit worse, unfortunately.
Let's go
Hold on, higher than the 7. An ace! Lower than the ace. It's a 5.
I'm going to freeze.
Freeze it right there, taking a 3-card lead over the champion, Kevin. Good strategic play there. Let's go to question number 2, which goes to AJ. AJ, we asked 100 people. Would you rather be smart and always ignored, or be dumb and always listened to? How many of 100 people said they'd rather be dumb but always listened to?
69.
How? Whoa.
You
No,
asshole.
AJ.
Here's the please. Just do one bloody episode without that number.
AJ, we're going to have a talk during the commercial break, to say the least. Kevin, higher or lower than 69?
Well, at least I'm not the one who broke the rule. I'm going lower.
Going lower than that.
That number should be bad.
Alright, the actual number of people who would rather be dumb and always listen to, but instead of being smart and always ignored is 68. It is lower.
Okay. If you were 68, you would have got a bonus.
You just got pwned.
And the question did it to you, not me instead. Alright, Kevin, you gotta look at your base card this time. It's a queen. Alright, lower than the queen. We have an 8 right up the middle. What do you say, Kevin?
Be down.
Can't hear you, but say you're breaking up really badly. If you can, type it in the chat.
All right, hang on.
You said
Okay, playing on lower. Okay, lower than the 8. No, it's a queen. You lose those 2 cards. Free chance for AJ to play off his 5. Higher than the 5. It's a jack.
Let's go lower.
Lower for game 1 of the match. Lower than the jack. It's a 9. He's done. Game 1. Well done, AJ. $250 for you, giving you game 1 of this matchup here. Let's take down the cards and deal the next set for game number 2. And this question goes to Kevin. Kevin, we asked 100 people. We asked 100 candy lovers here. Which candy bar would you rather eat right now? A Twix or Snickers? How many 100 people said they'd rather eat a Twix?
Well, I'm going to say that I think Snickers is more popular than Twix, and I'm going to say 45.
45 out of 100 said they'd rather eat a Twix right now. AJ, higher or lower than 45?
Higher.
I'll say even higher than that. All right, the actual number of people who would rather eat a Twix right now versus eating a Snickers right now is 52. It is a little higher. Pretty close, right up the middle there. Both beloved candy bars, and both of them two that I always look for in my Halloween treat bags every year, for sure.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, AJ, you won the question. You start with your cards, needing this one to win the matchup. You got a queen.
Let's go lower.
Lower than the queen. No, a king. Lose that, give it a free chance to Kevin to tie things up. Kevin, you start with a jack.
I hope it's lower.
Lower than the jack. A 9.
Lower.
We're just going to get lower than the 9. Oh no, another 9.
Yeah, I can't do anything
Yep,
about
lose
that.
both those cards, but you both have your base card turned over, needing 4 cards to win the round. We go to question number 2 this time. Go to AJ. AJ, we asked 100 people. Would you rather know everything in the world or have everything that you want in the world? How many 100 people said they'd rather have everything they wanted in the world?
54.
54 out of 100 said they'd rather have everything that they want. Kevin, higher or lower than 54?
I disagree. Higher.
Say it's even higher than that. The actual number of people who would rather have everything they want of life versus knowing everything in life is 60. It is higher. All right, Kevin, a free shot for you to play with the jack.
Boy, jacks are wishy-washy. I'm gonna make you guys might find this an interesting move, but I'm gonna change that jack.
Okay, you won the question. You have the right to do so. We're going to change that jack. The jack now becomes an ace.
I like that better. Let's go lower.
Lower than the ace. It's the king.
Good thing you changed.
You see, that was a good change. Let's go lower.
Lower than the king. A deuce.
Higher.
Higher than the deuce. Oh no, another deuce. Losing all three of those cards. Back to the base card. AJ, free shot with the queen.
Lower.
Lower than the queen. An 8, right up the middle.
Freeze.
Freeze in there, taking the 1 card advantage, needing 3 to win the round. Question number 3. This one goes back to Kevin, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. We asked 100 people, would you rather read a book or watch the movie version of that book? How many of 100 people said they'd rather read the book?
Well, I know me. I would rather watch the movie version of the book because I like visuals. There are a lot of book lovers out there who have told me personally that some books are way better than the movie. For example, The Green Mile, among others. So with that said, I'm going to say it's more popular to read the book. And I'll say 62.
62 out of 100 said they'd rather read the book. AJ, higher or lower than 62?
Let's go lower.
I'm going to go lower than that. All right, the actual number of people who would rather read the book versus watching the movie form of the same book is 71. It's not lower.
People love their books.
And people also say that you can make you get a lot more content from reading the book, and you kind of make your own visuals in the head as well. All right, Kevin, you get shout out the cards. You got that ace. Do you want to change it this time?
No, I think I'll stand pat this time. Let's go lower.
Okay, lower than the ace. It's a 5.
Let's go higher.
Higher than the 5. A 7.
Higher.
Risking it again. Higher than the 7. Another ace.
Lower.
For game 2 and to tie up the match. Lower than the ace. A 10. He's done it.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, sir. You've tied up this match. It is 1-1 now. That means we're going to our third and final tiebreaker. Somebody is going to win.
Bonus for going across.
Actually, he does. You're right. I'm not even paying attention at this point. But you're right. You got all the way across. So that does give you another $500 bonus. So that knocks your score up to $2,750. And let's just go ahead and do the tiebreaker round now. So that means we're going to deal out new cards once again. 3 cards, players. 3 questions this time. Somebody's going on to play the money cards here. As we take this first question, this one goes to AJ.
Good luck, AJ.
Thanks, Kevin.
AJ, we asked 100 people. This is kind of an interesting and painful question at the same time. We asked 100 people, would you rather fall from 10 feet in the air onto concrete or fall 100 feet in the air into water? How many of 100 people said they'd rather fall 100 feet into water?
Ooh.
39.
39 out of 100 said they'd rather fall into water from 100 feet up. Kevin, higher or lower than 39?
You said the question was how many would rather fall into water from 100 feet high, right?
Yeah, versus falling 10 feet in the air onto solid concrete.
Ew. I gotta go higher.
You're going to go even higher than that.
Not by much, but yes, higher.
All right, we'll see. The actual number of people who would rather fall 100 feet in the air into water versus falling 10 feet in the air onto concrete is 70. It is way higher. All right.
All I had to do was say higher.
That's true. All right, Kevin, that means you're going to start us off in this tiebreaker round here. Your base card for this round is a 5.
Higher.
Higher than the 5. It's a 9.
Oh. Oh, boy.
Go for it.
I'm thinking. I know we don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, it's only about a half hour show.
Yeah, that's very true. Lower.
All right, go on. Lower than the 9 for the game and the match. Lower than the 9. It's a 2. He's done it. Congratulations, Kevin. You've done it again. Another $1,000 win for you, up to $3,000 now. And you're going on to play the money cards again in just a moment. AJ, we thank you so much for playing. You got $250 and a nice parting gift for you as well. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We come back. Kevin plays the money cards. Welcome back to Card Sharks here. Our champion Kevin up to $3,000 now. He's going to see if he can win himself $32,000 this time around in the money cards. We're just about out of time, so we got the cards already dealt out for you. There's your $200 to get started, and we're going to get right into it. So good luck to you, Kevin. Start with your base card this time of a jack.
Let's go 150 lower.
All right, $150 lower than the jack. It's a 5, up to $350.
Change it with number 3, please.
All right, changing with 5 card number 3. That 5 now becomes a king.
All of it lower.
Bet in the house, $350, lower than the king. It's a 9, very good, up to $700 now, and a 9.
100 lower.
All right, betting $100, lower than the 9. Nope, it's another 9. That's a push. No win, no loss there. So we'll leave you at $700. We move it up to the next rail, give you the additional $400. You got $1,100 now and that 9. How do you want to play?
Change it number 2, please.
All right, changing with card number 2. That 9 now becomes a 4.
Let's go. No guts, no glory. All of it higher.
Betting the farm here. Anything lower than a 4, you bust. $1,100. Higher than a 4. It's a 10. You've doubled up $2,200.
All right, let's go 300 lower.
All right, $300. Lower than the 10. No, it's a queen. You lose the $300 there. Drop back to $1,900, but a great card.
It wasn't that great to me before. Let's go 900 lower.
Yeah, it was kind of painful last go around. We'll see if we can make up for it this time. $900, lower than the queen. Oh no, a king got you a
Can you
kid.
believe that?
Wow, he's a rotten.
Can you believe that?
That is a rotten shuffle. But again, you have a great card as we make it to the big bet row. You got more money this time around. You must bet at least $500 of your $1,000.
Yeah, it kind of makes you wonder how I won those 2 games, too, hitting landmines. My gosh. All right, let's wrap this episode up, well, hopefully on a high note. $1,000 lower. Let's do it. No aces.
Bet in the farm. Anything but an ace here. All of it lower than the king. He's done it. And I didn't put in enough zeros. That's all right. We know it's worth $1,000. You bet all, so that's $2,000 added to your previous winnings. Gives you a grand total now of $5,000, and you are still remaining as our champion here on Card Sharks.
All right.
Brandon,
Huh?
it's $5,750.
No, it's actually $5,000 even.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, because he was at $3,000 at the end of the game, so he's got $2,000 here. So
Okay, never mind. I'm losing. Never mind.
it's okay, no worries about that. But all right, congratulations to our champion Kevin. There, he's got himself $5,000 total now. He'll be back on our next episode. And until then, we say thank you so much for our audience for playing along. Thank you guys at home for watching. Remember, if you like the series, click that like button down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe right here. And if you want to see any more of the great games we have here at MVG Productions, click the subscribe button and ring the bell down below. And until the cards are dealt your way once again, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, saying thank you for watching this episode of Card Sharks. We will see you all next time. Take care. Bye for now.